Yo, it's your boy Esteban, and this gonna be my first video. Let's talk about it. Now, I said I was gonna talk about the Alpo and Rich situation, honestly, because like coming up as a young guy, I having ambitions to want to be in the streets. I studied it in every aspect. Like in every aspect of the game, I was out there hands-on, and I studied it because I really wanted to be like really deep into it. So I needed to learn everything I needed to learn about it. So I paid close attention to their situation, and I'm trying to speak on it in an unbiased situation. Like anything in my life, I try to apply the devil advocate thing to it. Like I try to look at things from both sides, anything. So with that being said, now getting into the situation, yes, it's a fucked up situation. It's a real touchy situation, for real. Like, that's really some crazy shit. It really fucked up the vibrations of the streets and shit, and so on and so forth. Like, it just made shit difficult for niggas to hustle together, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? It was a big, tremendously hit a betrayal, but my opinion, I personally think he did it out of greed. For whatever he tried to say, I feel like in my heart he did it out of greed. But let's talk about it. So the reason Alpo said he killed Rich is because Rich was lying to him about getting bricks from Poe Original Connect and not letting him know, thinking that it was coming from Rich's Connect. And somehow, some way, Alpo ended up bumping into his Connect, and his Connect telling him, Alpo blow press, hey man, when you gonna start, looking out for a nigga front room, whatever. And the Connect say, I just looked out for you, bro. Like, shit, yo, man, like, let him know and get to describing and all this shit and break it down to him like that. So he like, damn, bro, yeah, that's crazy. All right, we ain't never had this conversation. And with him having this knowledge, him going to his man, now me personally, I promise, I honestly don't have no problem with a person making money off of me in the streets. Like, my personal opinion, I feel like if you do anything illegal in these streets to receive money or whatever, you gotta anything illegal, period, you better be making something off of it, because they will lock your ass up just for association. So I had never had a problem with that in the street, so, but whatever. So, but to go on, he's starting to feel some type of way. Tell this little nigga, Big Kid Gary back in DC, hey man, now I understand from being on both sides of the fence, of the hustling mentality and the nigga that play with the gun mentality. So, and some people go quickly think murder. Some people gonna feel like it ain't worth it, whatever. But I guess in a nutshell, Poe feel like it was worth it, and he took it to the extreme. And for that, it fucked up, like I said, the whole vibration of the street shit, niggas getting money together, all type of shit, brotherhood, whatever you want, so on, etc. Me, in my honest opinion, I personally don't think it's nothing. I do not promote killing no no black on black nothing. But I understand how this street shit go for real. And in these streets, some niggas only understand and respect violence. So you have to give it to them. You only have to give it to a nigga in the way they gonna understand it, like, or what they respect, whatever. And you gotta give it up like that sometimes. I had to learn in the course of my life, because I always was a cool guy. Never non-confrontational. But, you know, through events in my life, turned me into a different person. But with that being said, I don't think it was never that extreme for him to go there and do rich like that. Not for no money. Like, that was never that deep, especially if this supposed to be somebody that's your brother. Not killing no black person, period, for no money is crazy, but this supposed to be your brother. You know, it's never that could have been something that could have been talked about, honestly. Like, granted, he not telling you, you know, it's really coming from your man and all that shit. That's fucked up, whatever, but I understand how you feel, but that's something that could have been talked out. And what I've been learning, like, going through life and shit, is like, us coming up on, you know, in the streets and shit, we don't know how to communicate with each other. That's something that really could have got hashed out and could have been dead within a 10-minute conversation, not even a 5-minute conversation, like, honestly. But instead, he went one way with it, and it fucked up the whole game. And you know, shit happened. Like, now, rest in peace, God bless the dead, that Rich Porter, you know what I'm saying? You know, rest in peace, Poe. Like, he went on and did what he did, you know, all that extra shit. But I feel like Poe was wrong. That was definitely one of the biggest acts of betrayal and hustling history in the streets and all that shit. But it was never that serious for him to do no shit like that. And like I say, the after effects of that situation honestly fucked up a whole generation. And like I say, it make it hard for niggas to hustle together, because if the person that you are calling your brother, your every day, your Nino Brown, G Money type nigga, all that shit, if he'd do you, like, bruh, this shit designed for failure, period. And you know, another reason, I just was sitting here just chilling, man, on some hot shit. And that story I just was thinking about the story, just going, like, thinking about certain little points about it. I be always, like, you know, like I said, I used to be studying that shit, man, early, man, on some street shit. And I just was analyzing it. I'm like, damn, man, that's really fucked up. Like, I see both advantages on both sides, why he would feel like that, like, why he feel like he had to do it and all that shit. But like I say, coming up, I guess we don't know how to communicate as the people, you know. But shit, it was never supposed to go that was never warranted death. Like, and for that reason alone, it fucked up a whole generation. Like, Poe know damn well he wasn't supposed to do that, and then he became celebrated. Should be sick, but you know, let's talk about it. I want to know how a few of y'all feel about it. You know what I'm saying? This actually my first time ever doing some shit like this. I just wanted to get it, you know, see anybody else's opinion, see if anybody else feel the same way that I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you like what I'm talking about, or you like the work I'm going with the situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's talk about it. It's any topic. I'm gonna be just